but doesn't want to acknowledge. That's why overcoming objections is a misnomer. Successful salespeople understand that they can't convince anyone of anything. Adults must be brought to their own decisions. Our prospect must convince herself. So remember, what we're actually doing is asking questions and providing information that enables our prospect to remove or overcome her own objections. Having this understanding will significantly reduce the perceived stress of objections. Here are the most common objection statements. I don't need it. I can't afford it. How long has your company been around? It seems really new. And how long have you been doing this? So let's approach objections as a process of helping your prospect open her mind, and much of the mystery and stress of objections will disappear. Remember, you're having a conversation. First, always acknowledge the objection. It sounds like, I see, or I understand. Next, ask a question or questions to clarify the real reason behind the reason stated. If your prospect says, I can't afford it, you can respond with, I understand. You don't feel like you can afford it. Only you can know your household budget. Let me ask you though, do you feel like the policy, the lump sum cash benefit, would be important if cancer were to occur? The third step is to remind or reinforce facts related to her objection. So in the example we're using, your prospect says she can't afford it. You've acknowledged her objection, I understand, and clarified that she does in fact feel that it'd be good to have the cash should cancer occur. Now, reinforce the fact about the cash being a good thing to have. Something like, based on what the American Cancer Society says, I assure you it would. So the question is whether you can fit the premium into your budget, is that right? And finally, ask a closing question. After she admits that yes, it's really an issue of affording the premiums, ask a closing question. You could say, I understand. Don't you agree, however, that the premium is easier to budget than the many costs of treating cancer? May I get an application started for you? These are just a few simple examples. Just like working or managing indecision or hesitancy, managing objections in a confident and conversational manner requires practice. Become a student of persuasive conversation, and before you know it, you'll be able to recognize the difference between indecision and objections. And you'll begin to welcome them as opportunities to help your prospects to make a decision. When you genuinely care about the person you're talking to, and when you believe in the information you're sharing, and when you learn how to professionally guide them through a conversation so they hear and understand and receive your message,